Man, that didn't take long. Terence Crawford team and manager Bo Mack has stated exactly who Terence Crawford will not be fighting next. Ruining all Turki Al-Sheikh's possible plans in one statement. But I don't mind, man. I would criticize Terence for this, but I'm really not. Not in this video. So let's talk about Terence Crawford, Jaron Ennis, and David Benavidez, and how Terence Crawford has rejected those fights already. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And this video, we're going to be in the 168-pound division where the undisputed champion, Terence Bud Crawford, trainer, lets the world know that he is not going to fight the number one and number two person that people would want to see him fight after his win over Canelo Alvarez. And Turki Al-Sheikh is about to have a Bob Arum problem for sure. But before I get into that, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime supporter of the channel, thank you, thank you, thank you. It really means a lot. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super thanks. And videos like this, really, it goes a long way, man, because YouTube is definitely jacking around with people's views anyway, or whatever, man. Maybe these views are just low. Hey, man, appreciate you. And thank you so much for the support, man, while we go through this. Anyway, I love it. Let me tell you, I'm happy that Bud Crawford won and beat Canelo Alvarez. So happy that Terence Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez. All through the fight, leading to the fight, I was saying, I don't know who's going to win. That's a big weight jump, but I want Terence Crawford to win. My desires came true. Terence Crawford won, and I got an extra prize for it. It is the knowledge that now Turki Al-Sheikh is going to have to deal with one of the most disloyal and conniving negotiators that there is in the sport of boxing, and that is Terence Crawford's team, without a doubt. You can say that he is a great fighter. Yes, he's a great fighter, and he knows he's a great fighter, but he's also, when it comes to the business of boxing, one of the most self-concerned athletes that you will ever see. As in, if it doesn't work for him, he don't give a damn if it works for you. That is why Bob Arum said that he lost enough money on Terence Crawford to buy a mansion in Beverly Hills. And Terence Crawford did not wanted to re-sign with Bob Arum, but Bob would only give him a fight-by-fight deal. He wouldn't give him a multi-fight deal. So Terence jumps to BOK Prime and says, I'm the future of BOK Prime. BOK Prime is the future. They pay him $6 million. Boom, he's out of there. The very next fight goes over to Showtime, beats Errol Spence Jr. with Showtime. Does he stay with Showtime PBC? No. He goes to Eddie Hearn and he signs a deal with Eddie Hearn, fights Mad Maroff, right? Bounce. So now Turki Al-Sheikh is the one on the hook for Terence. Now Terence beat his guy, and I don't care what you say. Canelo Alvarez beat Terence Crawford beat Turki Al-Sheikh's guy, Canelo Alvarez, because Canelo Alvarez was the one that Turki Al-Sheikh was paying over $100 million a fight for four fights, not Terence Crawford. And if you know the size and the name value of Canelo Alvarez, you know full well that Turki Al-Sheikh wants Canelo Alvarez. He doesn't want Terence Crawford. So when Bo Mack jumps out and says, I'm not going to fight David Benavidez and I'm not going to fight Jaron Ennis, please tell me, who are you going to sell? Who are you going to sell Terence Crawford fighting that is going to be one of these big fights that is going to be worth the money that you're going to have to pay Terence Crawford to fight? Who? The answer is going to be no one, unless you're going to have a rematch with Canelo Alvarez. I guess you can do that if they run that back, but probably Canelo Alvarez is not going to want to run that back because Canelo Alvarez said he knows he lost the fight and he's probably going to move on just like he moved on from Dimitri Bivol and try to get a couple more paydays out of Canelo for that, out of Turki Al-Sheikh for that. And guess what? Turki Al-Sheikh got a multi-fight deal, so he got to take it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Now, as far as Terence Crawford not being willing to fight David Benavidez, I don't mind it at all. Hey, man, I don't mind it at all. I'm not going to be out there working with Turki Al-Sheikh, begging Terence Crawford to fight David Benavidez so that David Benavidez can be the #1 Mexican in the world, and then David Benavidez can move off to Turki Al-Sheikh, and we can continue to push forward with our TKO bill to ultimately drive down the value of all the fighters. I'm not interested in that, man. I love this. Love it. He will not fight. Bomac says they don't want to fight. Terence Crawford said he's not going down to 154. Obviously, that's about Jaron Ennis. He said Terence Crawford said he may go down to 160. Who's at 160? If he's at 160, that means he can't fight David Benavidez. And what they did say is I guess they offered David Benavidez something, but they said that the fight would be at 164 pounds. Something David Benavidez cannot make, so you don't have to worry about that. I love it, man. The chicken's coming home to roost. Yeah, I thought some chickens were going to come home to roost in that fight. Thank God it was not Terence Crawford's chickens coming home to roost. Thank God it was Turki Al-Sheikh's chickens coming home to roost. Because what are you going to do with Terence if Terence won't fight the guys that you want him to fight? Or if you paid him so much to fight for Undisputed and you told him that that's why you were paying him that money, and now he's got Undisputed, he's going to want that money again. And how are you going to sell him? Terence Crawford is more popular among Latino women than he is with black men. Like, seriously, man, look at the internet. He's more popular with Latina women than he is with black men. That is not the goal. I predict Turki Al-Sheikh is going to start trying to throw some offers at Errol Spence. See if he can get that rematch and sell that up at 160. But anyway, man, it's hilarious, man. I don't mind it at all, dog. Seriously, I'm not going to be too upset. I'm not calling Terence a duck if he doesn't fight David Benavidez. Not calling him a duck if he doesn't fight Jaron. I'm not going to do any of that. If Jaron Ennis moves up to whatever weight class Terence Crawford's in and he gets in a position to fight Terence, then Terence should fight him. But I'm going to tell you right now, Terence won't fight him. Will not fight him because it's a rough fight. It's an awkward fight. Terence may win the fight. I'm not going to say Terence will lose the fight, but dog, don't lunch on that kid Jaron Ennis as the same way y'all lunched on Terence Crawford. I, for years, was telling people that Terence Crawford was the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and people weren't listening to me. It was only after he beats Errol Spence Jr., and now you can use Terence Crawford as a way to insult people and try to run them down for being Errol Spence Jr. fans, that people started giving Terence Crawford any sort of the type of respect that he's giving him now. But he deserved it. He deserved it. He deserved it. But again, so does Turki Al-Sheikh and the people that do business with Bud. Because I promise you, that is not going to be easy. That is not going to be easy. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.